Cold as the wind, starless the night. We're looking to do some looting, but we may only fight. And we're probably also going to be insulted by Trader Buttface over here, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, I guess just for the laughs, we could take a tier 2. I mean, we're out here, why not? Mainly, I just kind of thought we would start here, just to see if he has anything of interest. I mean, actually, I'm not opposed to buying some steel. We might... Well, I know we're going to want more of that at some point. Never mind the crushed sand. Although, now that we have an auger, we don't really need that. Although, I guess I would be remiss if I didn't buy a free, well, sort of free, 10 blocks of concrete there. We do have some recipes and books available, and honestly, I'm really kind of tempted to buy these. I don't give one flying crap about the rocket launcher schematic, but the Stew, the Fireman's Almanac, and the Magnum Enforcer book, yeah, and the Crucible. I mean, maybe, but I'm pretty sure we can just make one of those without any problems. So, instead, let's see if we can get anything of value out of this place. I don't think we can, because it is Trader Wrecked, although I guess technically we do have a few things we can check here. I mean, I guess we'll just trash that, I don't know, whatever. And we'll steal his pile of wood. I can only hope that we have a deep freeze and he wonders where all the wood went, but whatever. I mean, I guess I don't really wish him ill will, but it is Trader Wrecked. He is everyone's least favorite, most everyone's least favorite trader. I feel reasonably confident in saying that. So, on the last one, we ended up right here, and I thought, you know, just to really start this day off properly, let's go over here. I couldn't remember if there were any landmines. It doesn't look like it, but I do really love this big roasting spit right here. Unless someone was playing Limbo in the weirdest possible way, which I guess that's always a possibility. I'm not sure what to expect for today's episode. We are 12, soon to be 11, soon to be 10 minutes away from the clock rolling over into what would normally be the start of Horde o'clock, but since we are playing Romero Mod, we are not supposed to have hordes. And yet, the last time we had a day divisible by 7, when it hit 10 p.m., we had a horde. So I'm just kind of operating under the general possibility that we may end up with a horde. Look at this. It's like the exact same woodpile of Trader Rex, only that little itty-bitty spot was in a different place. So we're going to hang right here just for a second. This is perhaps the worst possible location to take a horde. And I'm not sure. They might have just spawned. I mean, at least one of them is coming this way. I'm not sure if all those guys are coming over here. I mean, we got to kind of stand a ways away from them. They very well could just be a wandering horde, or they could just be general wilderness zombies, but based on them walking in a big conga line, I feel fairly confident in saying we have ourselves a horde, and yet we're not supposed to? We're not supposed to. Hi. You made a bad decision today, sir. Or madam. Dog. Whatever you are. I still don't understand why we're getting a horde on days divisible by 7 when they are, in fact, disabled by way of the mod. That is the standard setting for the mod. They are disabled. Oh, you weren't that close. My bad. So I guess what we'll do is we will just have a big ol' honkin' fight today in this here... you're gonna die from fire. In this here camping ground, because, I don't know, I mean, I don't really know what else to do. I guess we could just ignore them and go somewhere, but it feels like it would be a miss to give up all of this free experience. We do need to be aware of a couple of things today. That's one of them. I don't mean that bird specifically, I do mean birds. The other thing we need to be aware of are the dogs, which I hear another one coming through. Surprise, surprise, I saw you. And the last thing we need to be aware of are the demolishers. Of course, cops and the mutated guys, those just kind of go without saying, because, you know, they're obnoxious. The birds, though, and the dogs, they will sneak up on you. in a way that the other guys generally don't, so... Oh, hi. Here, let me back up a little bit. Nope. Nope. Don't hit me in the dome. It's not okay. I mean, this is just the weirdest thing to me. We went through the first several horde days. First several? First two. I can do math. Without getting hordes, which is what is supposed to happen. And here we are. Getting a horde. Again. I mean, this is very clearly a day 7 / blood moon horde. I say / blood moon because you might not have it on 7 days. Just using kind of generic vanilla terms there. Going to need to stop and eat some food here. Should probably also take a vitamin. We don't have any. It's just going to have to be what it's going to be. I mean, I'm kind of planning at this point to just survive the entire night with basically the spear. We don't really have a dying need to use anything else. We don't really have any good food either, so I guess we'll just kind of eat some of this random crap we have. I guess forgot to grab good stuff before we left, or else we've already eaten all of it. I'm not sure which it is. I mean, it's okay either way. It's not a big deal. It's just, it will sort of be a big deal if this takes too long, and since it's a horde, they're going to keep coming in one after another after another. This guy is moving. Barrel bow! Look at you, you must have got some new kicks, because you are just hustling. Hustle. I mean, that guy was moving. It was like he was late for a dinner party or something. The rest of these guys are just going to be kind of whatever. I don't know, I mean, there's a part of me that's like, is it worth it just doing a video dedicated to killing non-stop zombie after zombie? At the same time, I really enjoy doing this. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that it'll mix up a little bit, and if it doesn't, well then yeah, maybe we'll just go ahead and call it good enough, and because I mean, you know what this is going to look like, right? We're playing Romero Mod, so everyone's going to walk aside from the dogs and the birds. So honestly, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of threat. I mean, I really don't. So why don't I just go ahead and handle this on my own? And if anything interesting happens, I'll cut in for it. Like, you know, demolishers, that sort of thing. But if not, I think maybe we'll just go ahead and fast forward to the point in which there's something more interesting going on, like some looting and stuff, because, I don't know, whatever, I guess. Now, if you skipped right past all that fast-forward action, and I don't know why you would, because honestly it's kind of funny to watch to me, you missed this. Yeah, night vision goggles. Someone dropped them, and we grabbed them, and there you go. Now we have night vision goggles for, I don't know, whatever reason we want to use them for. Let's put the lucky goggles back on and get rid of this iron chest armor. Actually, maybe that's... it's not worth it. I'm gonna say maybe we could sell that, but the night vision goggles are actually worth more money, so it's kind of like, what's the point? This guy will go ahead and refuel. There we go, that is fine. And then we'll dump some more stuff back on storage. And now that we have survived the clearly terrifying zombie incursion, we'll instead go do this two-tier quest over here. Tier 2 quest over here, which easy for me to say. Whew, not really, just in case you missed the sarcasm there. It's going to be this hotel over here, which we've done one of these before, so not really a new POI per se, but should still be enjoyable. Ooh, and there's a honey factory over there. That would be a good one to go through too. Trying to remember where the final loot is. Is it in this room right here? Because if it is, then this is really easy for us to just come in and get some free double loot, which we haven't really done a lot of in this series, and I kind of feel like maybe we're at the point where we should take advantage of that a little bit. I don't know. It won't hurt anything, right? Oh, sure, take all the things. The sad reality right now is that we don't really need most of the crap we're carrying. Like, just straight up, it's kind of inconsequential. Inconsequential? Inconsequential. It's also inconsequential. So easy for me to say. Sure, Grandpa's awesome sauce is pretty good stuff. We'll keep that. I mean, really, I probably just need to take a minute to go through all of our inventory and get rid of the crap we don't need. Like, I mean, we really don't... Actually, no, we do want that. I take it back, because we can use that right now. Make one of those guys. I forgot to do that a minute ago. And we'll go ahead and drink goldenrod tea. Sure. We'll eat a charred meat. And just like that, we have a couple of inventory spots to spare for some potatoes and other things. Again, I don't even know what to do with half this crap. Does it matter? Probably not. I suppose what we could do is we could go back to the steel arrows. We found some iron ones as we were doing the horde thing. And I thought, nah, just go ahead and use them to just kind of put them to use. I mean, it won't hurt any, so I did. And then we'll go ahead and reset this guy now. And here, just because... actually, you know what? I don't want to do that. Here, you come over here. At some point, we will run too far away from the POI, and then we'll end up losing out on this whole thing. So let's see. Let's get rid of that. We don't care about that. The blackstrap coffee, that's some good stuff. We can go ahead and keep that. If you want to come over here too, hello chicken, then come on over here, because you know what? We got nothing going on. Here, we'll stop and check the car while we're waiting for that guy. We don't really need more of those, but we'll go ahead and take him. That's fine. How you doing? And then I think from this point we can probably just plow through some food here. And I know, all of this stuff can be combined into better recipes and better food and all that jazz. And you know what? That's okay. We're not really hurting for food. I mean, let's just be real here. We're not hurting for food. So I'm kind of like, nah, it's fine. We'll just do whatever with it. Doesn't matter. I'll always take some free frames. That's good stuff. Let's check these guys in here. I don't remember if we have cobblestones in the bike. I don't think we have any in inventory currently, so we may have some on the bike. If not, we got some now. It's so much nicer, by the way, to be able to just get one swing and done. So much nicer. Here, let's go ahead and do that. We are going to need to go spend some time doing some constructionizing. That'll need to happen fairly quickly here. I mean, we've got to finish building the base out, I guess, and then that's gonna take a minute is what that's gonna take, though. So it's not like it's just something super quick and easy. I mean, it'll take a hot minute. This is a clear quest, by the way, just to be absolutely crystal clear on what we're doing. I don't think it counts as a joke if you use, like, the actual word of what you're doing. You need a pun, and that's not a pun. I just used the actual word. So that probably should be, I don't know, removed, revoked, something. Is there anything on the floor there? Nope. Luckily, there's nothing in this room. This game is so weird sometimes. So weird. Hello. Oh, you're still gonna get up? Okay. I mean, that's rude to me. Like, respect the steel arrow that's sticking out of your head. But, okay. No, you just want to do your own thing. I mean, I guess. Could have used that hackers, or could have used that hackers during the horde. Might have seen. Was doing a little bit of deconstruction. Because, I don't know, I mean, it didn't have anything else to do, so why not? Let's go ahead and break this guy down. See if we can get some steel and leave it on the floor. Or springs, whatever. Either way. Forge steel, spring. Forge steel, spring. Okay. That's kind of what I was expecting would happen there. Let's eat the chili, we'll eat the pasta. That'll give us 2 inventory spots. And then hooper up all the things, and we can drop the springs back off into the bike. And obviously we can just delete the springs if we really want to. Here, we'll just go ahead and take the vitamins right now. It doesn't matter. Well, it's handy finding a vitamin, by the way, during the horde. I mean, you know, just doesn't hurt to be safe. Oh, hey, look at you. You're open. Can we put that in there? Take this guy. We don't have any room for these. Oh, yeah, we do. Recipes, first aid, quickie. We don't have any room in whatever it is we're doing. Here. Do that one. We'll just leave that empty can on the floor, because who cares about the empty can? All right, let's get back to the bike, and we'll go ahead and finish this quest off, because I feel like today's been a weird day. I mean, it really has. Here we are running around doing all the things that we're supposed to be doing. All the exciting things. And then a horde decides to show up in a mode in which there's not supposed to be a horde. Go figure and stuff. Okay, that is empty. I mean, really, we could just be ripping through here and looking only for zombies and ignoring loot, but as I said at the very beginning, yes, we will take that. We can use another one, actually. I really do want to find some loot today. I was hoping to find some good stuff, and that tank mod is actually really good. We have one of them, and it's currently in use on the auger. We have a small one. It's garbage. That is currently in use on the chainsaw. But we'll be able to go ahead and put this guy instead on... I'm not sure how you're actually supposed to get up here. I just realized that. I mean, obviously you just, you know, put some frames down and stuff, and then you can kind of get around just fine, but I'm sure that's not the intended path. Sure, take those, whatever, I don't know. We're just going to sell any parts we have, so... Doesn't matter all that greatly, all that much. There you go, scrap that guy. Or we have those in the bike. I mean, I suppose at some point we do need to put some points into various other upgradable type perk type things. By that I mean perks that'll actually give us upgrades. So, you know, armor, etc. Here, let's go ahead and run across here. Make sure there's no one up here. I don't think there usually is, but there might be someone down here. Yeah. Okay. We didn't double loot this particular box. I'm not all that concerned about it. Sure, whatever. I mean, I know, there's always... The thing is, there's always going to be stuff that we have to leave behind. As long as we're okay with that and we understand that's going to happen, I don't tend to overthink it all that much. Are you all part of this shindig? Because if you're not, then you shouldn't be in here. That's a twofer right there. That's what that was. How you doing? Yeah, you're in this. And there's one more dude. Where are you? Are you up there? I think you're up there somewhere. Well, here, let's go ahead and get the loot right quick. Because that's basically waiting for us here. Sure, grab all that crap. We don't have room. Chicken soup is a straight up eat. It doesn't convert to anything, so we'll just go ahead and take that. We are now full up on food and inventory. The tuna's good stuff. I mean, I hate it, but it's good stuff. Drop the feathers. We don't need them. Madam. Thank you for coming on over here, because you are the last zombie in this. No, you're not. Okay, there's still someone upstairs, and I don't know where. Oh, I remember where. I remember where, because last time this happened, I said, I don't know where. And then I found it, so I remember where now. I just needed a reminder. That's all. Scrap and take. I don't remember if we have explodey stuff, so... here, do it this way. Use your long arms, buddy. I mean, that steel spear is just going to get sold, I think. Sad as that may be. Here, go ahead and drink one of them. It's fine. And we'll go ahead and drink the other one just for the giggles, which will prevent us from being able to drink something that is more useful. Excellent. Let's go ahead and convert these guys back to, Can I just take that one? Perfect. It's up here somewhere, and I don't remember which one it's in. I want to say maybe this one. Because, yeah, you're going to be right up there, which, again, this is not the right way to do things, or not the intended way, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Hey. Out of the way. One of these days, I'll figure out how I'm actually supposed to get around this POI. That day is not today. Oh, cat food. Hi, stop it. Okay, that was the last one. Is it over here? You're supposed to get up over here? Got it. Okay. Well, that's how you're supposed to do it. You go up through the bathroom right here. You get up in here, grab the ammo pile, you scrap it, and then you run over here, which is how you're supposed to get past that spot. Got it. That makes perfect sense. That makes much more sense than whatever crap I did, because holy moly, I did not do the right thing. That was good work. Let's go get a reward. Trader wrecked. Insult me, please.
But I bet you got dysentery the way you
I guess we'll just take those, because that's fine. I mean, I don't think we're actually going to do another of his quests today.
Let's make a pact.
No, let's just see. Do you have any more interesting locations? No, you really don't. Old ranch. I don't really want ranches and farms, because if we're going to end up doing one of these, which I really don't... sure, that's fine, alright. Here, I just wanted to take the moment to kind of sell you some crap, because I think we have some stuff to get rid of. So here you go, buy a bunch of brass, and then buy some random parts that I suspect we won't ever use. I don't know, I could be wrong here. I'm going to sell you a rocket, because who cares? It's fine, I'm not worried about it. And then here, even sell you some robotics parts. I scrapped one of the robots, because I figured who cares, and then... Quality 1 battery, it's just crap. We've got tons of quality 1 batteries, so we're not going to worry about them. You're welcome, buddy. You're really not my buddy. Just saying. So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to kind of go explore this place a little bit, because I want to see if there's anything of interest worth checking out. I didn't mind doing one quick quest, just kind of so we had something kind of fun, short, little, you know, pointed thing to do. But I think from this point forward, I really just kind of want to fill in the map a little more for this area. We saw this particular Shamway because we were, you know, right here and all that jazz. Got to use car lot. We do have a Mo Electronics store, Mo Power. And it looks like we've got a Savage Country right here and a Shotgun Messiah. Ooh, boy. And then right over here, this is like City Hall, maybe? Oh, no, the Zambona Hotel, which that one's actually a pretty fun POI too. I like it. It's not super long, but it is enjoyable. I do like that one. And we've got a Burr ice cream, which curiously enough has the same colors as a well-known ice cream chain in the US. I mean, just right here, we've got enough to keep us entertained for a little while. So why don't we go ahead and start right over here, which... If you're expecting me to go straight to the Savage Country, well, I probably will, but I actually want to start right here because I just knew that we were going to find a schematic in one of these dispensers that we didn't already have. And if you believe that, then I've got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. Let's go down this way a little more, though. I'm not ready to start exploring just yet. I mean, this is just a nice little place that I want to come back to, so we'll move our waypoint down over there. So we've got the Shamway. Even the car lot is a pretty good one. The thing I'm kind of looking at right now, though, is, man, we are basically full up on loot. And obviously, we can just trash/scrap a ton of stuff, and we'll be okay. It's not really the end of the world, but I don't necessarily want to get rid of all of it. Oh, yeah, the honey place right here. Let's do this right quick. I forgot about this. We'll have to see if we have enough inventory to make this happen. Remember, I tried to do this not long ago. Oh no, this isn't what I was thinking of. This is not the right place. Oh, or it's not the same? Okay, well, never mind. We'll just leave this one be. I say we tried to do one of these in a wasteland, and it did not go over well, let me tell you. Holy crap. That was darn near death. It was very close. Zoom, drive through there and cool off. We'll just kind of fill in the rest of this place, at least portions of it, not all of it. I mean, I think this is a pretty decently sized township overall. It's not necessarily a symmetrical one, mind you. But it is pretty good size, I think. I mean, I don't know, maybe not. Now that I'm looking at it, like, maybe it's not all that big. And we'll make a nice hard right here. Power slide into the rail. That was intentional, using the rail to turn. Excuse me, rabbit. Buddy's grain. And then that's going to be the logging company there, Jack's Lumber Mill. That looks like maybe a tier 2 floating place. Is that the, that's the Colt one, right? That's a pretty good one. We can go in there right quick just for the giggles, because we know where the loot is to finish this one out. I mean, basically, we want to go in... Excuse me, chicken. Sorry. I mean, I didn't mean to run it over. Actually, I kind of lost where it went now. Oh. Ideally, it didn't die. Good, because I wasn't trying to kill the chicken. Here, we'll take that, and then let's go into this area here. Hi, how you doing? Because this is going to, my bad, get us in directly to the loot, which is right here. Oh, that's right. I remember things now. Oh, goodness, we actually do have to kind of run through here appropriately, like, because it's not quite that simple. Shoot. Okay. Well, I mean, this is a tier 3 because it has the secure, whatever, small chest as the final loot. Well, I guess we can just leave the bike right here. We're going to pop out of it. Let's just do this one. We're going to go ahead and run through this. I'm going to take just a second to go through inventory. There's probably more crap to sell. I mean, I see a few things already, so meet you inside. Looks like before we ever get to the door, we have a wandering horde coming through, which I'm glad we found this before we went inside, because that could have been bad news to be inside and then not realize what's happening and you get hit by a wandering horde. Like, I've kind of had some time to, you know, play this mod, obviously. This is day 29 for us, and we're... What are we at? 61 episodes in. So I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on how this mod plays. Generally speaking, I want to say it's really not that difficult once you get used to two things. One, you gotta get headshots in everywhere you go. And two, don't get caught unawares. As long as you can prioritize getting headshots and get them fairly reliably, you can survive 100% melee only. Like, I seriously believe that. You don't need any sort of ranged weapon. You don't even need a firearm. You can use a perfectly good Reaper Spear and just wreck the crap out of everyone. And have a good time doing it, because let's be honest, it's a good weapon. The spear is amazing when it doesn't suck. But the big thing is just don't be caught unawares. If you are, you're going to have problems. Because that's really the only way to lose, I think, is to basically get caught by all the zombies. And then the next thing you know, you're surrounded by them, and you're basically dead. That seems to be the thing that kind of happens here, is you don't realize that you're surrounded by zombies everywhere, and the next thing you know, you are toast. Like, this guy could be bad news if you were maybe a little further ahead right here in this room where these guys are. Like, you're fighting them and all of a sudden you're trying to back up and that cop is at the door. That Leo is just roaring at you. It's kind of hard to roar without a face, though. I don't know. I mean, I really enjoy this mod, don't get me wrong. This is, I think I said when I started playing, this is kind of my style of zombies. Slow, insidious. Generally you're okay, but as soon as you let your guard down, you get wrecked. Man, we've had a couple of really close calls. Here, let's go ahead and trigger everyone. But so far, because we've been able to get headshots, and because we've not been caught entirely unaware, we've managed to survive. Survived some pretty close calls, I will say. Definitely had some close ones. But it's not been all that terrible, all things considered. I mean, in fact, I probably should crank up the difficulty all the way to the final level of difficulty just to try and make it a little more interesting here for us. Like, this guy's kind of a problem right now because I'm having trouble getting a headshot on him, so that first rule of Romero Mod, not doing a very good job of it. Although the second rule, we're doing just fine. I don't think there's really anything in here worth bothering with. I mean, sure, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Can check these, check that. There's really nothing of interest there. Let's just keep going because we're basically at the end here. A semi-mod schematic, that's good stuff. Okay. So we've got a few boxes in here, which is good stuff. I'm okay with that. We'll take the Sauvage Country, and we'll break that down. That's going to be useless. We don't care about that. Quality 2 Reaper Spear. We are using a Quality 5. That won't matter. We'll get rid of that. Should probably honestly get rid of that Steel 3 Spear. Whatever. Words. I don't know how to use them. Yeah, we've already got those, so you're gonna make that noise a lot. And then here, let's go ahead and get a couple of bombs on this guy. So I guess just to kind of wrap up my sort of general thoughts here on Romero Mod. If you're looking for a super challenging mod, this probably isn't it. So long as you have good aim and you're able to really just kind of pay attention to everything that's going on. If not, you will probably find this fairly challenging, and I can understand why. I mean, I've got a lot of time into this game, definitely less than others, but, you know, a fair amount just the same. So I'm kind of used to what we need to do to survive in this mod, since it really is mostly vanilla. It's when you get away from the vanilla mods that things get a little more interesting, because the rules, as you know them, don't necessarily apply. But, I mean, this is exactly the challenge right here with this mod. As we're just, like, trying to get out of this POI, and all of a sudden, there's all these zombies just everywhere. And these guys are not messing around when they hit right now. I mean, they do some damage. They will leave a mark. They're no joke. Even if, you know, they're getting pretty wrecked here. I mean, for the most part, took a couple of hits, so, you know, I gotta hand it to them. They got a couple of hits in. But at the end of the day, they still lost. I think the cactus might have gotten more hits in than they did, though, because you didn't see all of the ones that the cactus got in. I mean, jeez. We got a big factory right here, looks like, so let's go make a beeline to the factory. Well, let's sort of make a beeline to the factory. Let's drive around just a bit so we can get to the factory. And we'll head right over here and see what we've got. I didn't notice this earlier. Is this the water? I forget what it's called. It's like a water... I can't think of it. A water processing plant or something like that? If it is, it's not the one I'm thinking of. I mean... Okay. No, it's the oil place. Okay. It's kind of what I thought maybe it would be. Got a construction site over here. Just go ahead and go across this bridge. It looks perfectly safe. I don't see any reason not to cross it. And we'll just kind of do one final tour as we go through this area just to see if there's anything of interest, value, etc. over here. I think for the most part we've kind of checked out the majority of this place. I don't know what I just ran over, but clearly something. It's always interesting trying to guess whether the fence is going to be open wherever you're going to. It often is, but it isn't always. I think we can probably call this place marked out fairly well. The only question I have right now is, do we have the inventory space required to keep running around out here? I mean, again, there's a lot of crap we can sell. I don't know what the answer to that question is. I guess I will think about it, and I will meet you at wherever we end up on the next one. Catch that one till, and thanks for watching. See you later.